Hello, welcome to another knitting tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to do what's called tinking, which is knitting backwards, also known as taking your stuff apart. Frogging, which is a phrase that a lot of people use, tends to be more just ripping and ripping and ripping, hence the term frogging. But tinking is kind of going back while keeping your work on the needles. It's usually done if you've made a mistake in a previous row or not too far back in your work, versus if you made a mistake all the way, 2 or 3 feet down your scarf or something, and you want to just rip it all out. That would be a good example for frogging. So I have here, I've worked just a row of knit, just plain garter stitch knitting. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to take it apart. I did work into some yarn overs for this from the yarn over tutorial, so I'll show you those as well. All right, so what we're going to do for tinking is we're going to keep the yarn behind us, and we're going to be working into the stitches from the previous round or row. So I'm going to stick my needle in here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this stitch off of my right hand needle, and then I'm going to tug on the yarn slightly. So now this one stitch is undone, unknit. And I'm going to repeat the process. I'm going to go down into the next stitch. I'm going to let this loop slide off the needle, and I'm going to tug. So this is just knitting in reverse. So we're just going to work our way down, pulling the yarn slightly each time. And we're going to go all the way down. And usually you'll just push up your stitches as you go. It's kind of therapeutic almost, except you're undoing your work, but All right, so this is where I had knit into a yarn over in the previous row. So you want to make sure that you still catch that yarn over. You want to take it off just like you do a regular stitch, but it is going to be a little bit looser. So you want to make sure it doesn't accidentally slide off your left hand needle as you're going into the next stitch. This is especially important if you're working lace, where you don't want to be losing those yarn overs that you did in a previous row, because then your stitch counts will be off and your pattern might be wonky. So you want to just go nice and slow. Tinking is good with taking it slow. So we're almost done. 1, 2, going into the last one, 3. There we go. I have just unknit the previous row, and now I'm ready to try the same row again. I hope this tutorial was helpful, and I look forward to teaching you more knitting things soon.